Hey my guys, welcome to the channel today. This is a redo first of yesterday's video, which is how to beat Jedi Master Kenobi in a mirror match. This is because Vernon pointed out I'd forgotten to mute the volume of the stream which I took this from. Stupidity on my part, I forgot to check it through because I was in a hurry. These things happen. So here we go again. So Jedi Master Kenobi mirror match. The first thing you need is Jedi Master Kenobi, obviously. Right? Doesn't matter if he's fast or slow particularly, he has to be decent enough to not die. So Relic 7, ideally. Second thing you need, Commander Ahsoka Tano. Ideally, as fast as possible, minus 350 speed. If you can make yours at least, I don't know, 330, 340, you should be, you're getting it there. You just need it to be faster than the opposing team's Commander Ahsoka Tano, and you're going to see why in a second. The third thing you need, and presumably everybody who has Jedi Master Kenobi has this, is a Relic 5 at least, but ideally Relic 7, R2-D2. The other two characters I usually use Little Ahsoka or the Clone Wars Ahsoka because of all the assists for Jedi Master Kenobi's ultimate, and I use Gas because you don't want to use a tank. Most important thing, please do not use a tank. See that 350 speed. Do never ever have a tank in the team because it will ruin this counter. So with that team, you can have Padme there, you can have Shakti, you can have Yoda. Those are the ones. Now if I had a not completely conventional Jedi Master Kenobi team, this just happened to be the team that was in arena close to me. But trust me, it works for every Kenobi team. Doesn't matter really. I did it in Territory Wars today earlier on. It works fine. Even in his was Relic 8 in the case of that one. Okay, so mine is faster, so we go first. We put the damage immunity onto Commander Ahsoka Tano like always. He does the same thing. Now, don't go for insta kill. Switch turns R2-D2. R2-D2 automatically gets a bonus turn. Wait, stealth on Kenobi. Now, Commander Ahsoka Tano is hard-coded to go for the insta-kill first. Boom, like that. However, she can't kill a Galactic Legend that way. So, now it's 5-on-4, just like that. And at this point then, it's actually relatively straightforward. It's a little annoying very straight up in this fight because they've all got foresight, so like, the first bit there to clear up the foresight on Cat. And her was a bit better. My Anakin would be a faster, so Anakin would be able to go next and do the AoE and clean all that up. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And then that, you work up your ultimate. You can see mine's going faster because I got 5 characters in total rather than 4 characters in total, so we're getting there quicker. Work on Commander Ahsoka Tano because she does put out armor shreds, and that can be a little bit pain in the butt. Plus those, it's what is it called, Shien, the buff that allows you to get a bonus turn for whichever person it is, also a bonus turn assist, which does help Kenobi build up his ultimate. As you can see, we just wear through Commander Ahsoka Tano really quickly, right? Without a tank in the way. I would say insta-kill gone, and 5-on-4. It's actually really easy at this point. There is another version of this team. I'm not going to show it today. I can do it a different day if people want, which is to use the Bad Batch to go with Kenobi. So if you use Echo, I believe it is in Tech specifically, you can actually do this as well relatively cleanly. But it's a bit more tricky. Basically, that one works by constantly putting daze and stun type effects on Ahsoka Tano, Little Ahsoka, so to speak. There's no Little Ahsoka in this team anyway, but on Little Ahsoka, because she, of course, does a lot of the basic attacks every time someone does a special move, which enables her to assist in building up the ultimate very, very quickly. And you can see he hits his high ground. Obviously, it's a little slower. To be super clear, he doesn't have Little Ahsoka, so his high ground is a bit slow, but it does not change. Like I said, I did it today in Territory Wars. It does not change the victory in any doubt. The only thing it changes slightly, possibly, is maybe the banners. You might lose a little, like a couple of points from just because they'll do slightly more damage because they have the high ground, and it's a bit harder to kill them as well. Obviously, if they get the heal back up quickly with more of their characters, it's a bit more of a pain in the butt to work through. However, as you see here now, we'll get through with Shakti. Shakti's a little annoying in this team actually because of a dispel on her basic, and because she has retribution every time she gets hit. So that's actually a little bit of a pain. But you can see we just wear through it quite quickly because she's usually quite paper thin, relatively speaking. She's fast, she could damage, she's a good support character. And then with 2 minutes left, we're like 5-on-1, and at this point, Kenobi's a great GL, but he cannot beat his own team, right? So that is how you beat Jedi Master Kenobi using Jedi Master Kenobi cleanly. If people are not convinced by the fact that I don't have Little Ahsoka, the team's not the best team possible, I will actually, there is pause it there. We will actually do it with I'll see if I find someone who can put a full proper team in, because this is arena, right? People put whatever they feel like in. And I will also try and do the echo counter if that's interesting to people. Of course, I can try and do things like SLKR counters and such, a bit more painful. Anyway, quick redo. Hopefully, I'd fix the sound this time. Hopefully, I didn't screw up. Like, subscribe. Tell me what are the small counters you might want to see. I can do these relatively quickly, especially with Grand Arena starting tomorrow and 3v3. We can do some 3v3 counters. Have a great day, and see you all later.